Welcome to this basketball broadcast brought to you by WHOU and WFKT by Bowers Funeral Home, the County Federal Credit Union, TNT, Northern Maine Community College, Scoble Building Supply, FAP Body, United Insurance, J. McLaughlin Construction, Daigle Oil Company, Priority Auto Sales, Rick Hannigan Plumbing, Cushman & Sons, KBHC, County Ag and Turf, Houlton Tire and Steelstone, Maine Equipment, Griffith Ford, Napa and Coastal Auto Parts, Pat's Pizza, Madigan Home Healthcare, Pioneer Times, Pioneer Broadband, Thompson & Hamill, Aroostook Limousines, Huber Engineered Woods, Jeans Electronics, County Physical Therapy, Katahdin Trust Company, White Smiles, Maine Baseball Academy, S.W. Collins, Nortrax, Herring Brothers. Now let's go down to the floor.
Well, good afternoon and welcome everyone here to Alumni Gymnasium at Houlton High School. We're here on WHOU. We're about to bring you two games coming up. It's going to be the Orono Red Riots visiting the Houlton Shiretowners, and the theme for the day is homecoming. We'll talk about that much more as these two games get underway. It's going to be the girls playing first as they'll tip off in about 12 and a half minutes. Then the boys will be followed in about an hour and a half after the coverage of this game is done, as there will be a JV boys game in between, but we will be back. And this is Tim Tweedy along with Rob Moran, Chelsea Gentle on camera, Aiden Johnson back at the studio, Zach Weeks on production. Rob, 9-7 Houlton Shire is hosting Coach John Donato's 2-13 Red Riots.
Yes, Red Riots had a little bit of a tough year, but anytime you're a John Donato coach team, anytime you're going up against a John Donato coach team, you better be ready to play. They're a good defensive team. They struggle to score the ball a little bit, but, Houlton can't take them lightly. Houlton still has an outside chance to not have a prelim. They need to win today. They need to beat Stearns. And even then, I was talking to Coach Graham before the game. Old Town has 3 games left that are all pretty point-worthy games. So it's going to be tough for Houlton to catch them, but it's not over yet. And, of course, they have to win at Stearns, which obviously that's not an easy thing to do.
No, once today's concluded, this will be the next to the last week is done with. There's that final week left, and it's kind of come to a screeching halt all of a sudden. We looked at things early on and said, it's a long season. After the first couple games, you'd kind of start to just maybe take a short peek at those heel point standings. But, boy, did the season ever come on pretty quickly.
Right. Now you're crunching them every day and every night. I'm not even coaching anymore, but I find myself every day and every night looking at all the classes and, of course, trying to figure out who we're going to have in Bangor, but also figure out, what's going to happen with the local teams. And things change daily now.
It's interesting, and, of course, things will continue to change over this next week. We're going to go ahead and send it back to the station for a 3-minute break while we get a few technical things worked out. When we come back, we'll have plenty more of the J. McLaughlin Construction pregame show. Back in 3 minutes on WHOU.
Want that special item for this year's high school basketball season to show your team support? Cushman & Sons, locally owned and operated in Presque Isle, has team sportswear and will do custom embroidery, screen printing, logo design, digital and printing, as well as banners, decals, and other vinyl works. Cushman & Sons also can design trophies, awards, and add specialty items. Cushman & Sons, 764-3833 or CushmanandSonsInc.com. And don't forget to visit and like their Facebook page. If you can think it, Cushman & Sons will say, yeah, we can do that.
Nortrax is your John Deere construction and forestry equipment dealer for the entire state of Maine. We stand ready to serve all your new and used heavy equipment needs. Count on Nortrax for 24-hour parts and service support and around-the-clock machine monitoring with JD Link. Our certified technicians and parts specialists alongside our product support technology reps are here to serve you. We stand ready as your John Deere construction and forestry equipment team in Maine.
Get a jump on your future by exploring your possibilities at Northern Maine Community College. The team of faculty and staff at NMCC will position you for a lifetime of success. With over 35 degree and certificate programs, including our newest offerings in water treatment technology, you will be amazed at how quickly your new skills will open a world of opportunity. Visit us online today at nmcc.edu. Northern Maine Community College. Succeed here.
Tired of the same old boring meals? Try something new this week. TNT Takeout at 69 High Street in Houlton has what you're looking for.
And believe me, the name doesn't lie. The food is dynamite. Every pizza is loaded with lots of gooey cheese and delicious toppings, from traditional pepperoni to barbecue chicken, combination to vegetarian pizza or all meat.
You can grab their specials or enjoy salads to food off the grill, Mexican seafood, and hot or cold subs. TNT Takeout, the convenience store that has it all.
Call 521-5250. Pioneer Fiber to the Home is now available in Houlton, Sherman, Stacyville, Calais, and Baileyville. Streaming live events in high definition like high school basketball is best viewed with the most stable and fastest connections. Pioneer Broadband delivers state-of-the-art fiber directly into your home to handle all of your most demanding internet needs. Don't get left behind with slower technology. Get the fiber you need. Pioneer Broadband.
We all know a Aroostook County winter isn't much fun, but it can be with the right equipment. Houlton Tire Company at 76 Myrna Street is your boss plow dealer and carries the King of Snow Aaron snowblowers. Full service department with parts in stock. Steelstone Industries in Houlton is your location for gravel, salt, sand, paving, and plowing. Groundwork materials of all kinds and equipment to move it. Steelstone Industries is your aggregate supplier. You can visit Steelstone Industries at 154 Steelstone Street in Houlton.
WHOU, the Jay McLaughlin Construction pregame show. Tim Tweedy, Rob Moran, working through a few technical things. It seems to be going well on the stream, but got some radio wrinkles to figure out. Rob, we've been off since Monday, so that would figure, right?
Yes, exactly. Thankfully, you're kind of a tech guru. I consider you, because I'm certainly not.
Only by comparison. Because there's a lot of people that can make us look pretty dumb back at the station.
Sitting you next to me, you look like Bill Gates.
Well, I'm sure.
Not money-wise.
Ian Small and Fred Grant are getting a chuckle somewhere. Called me the tech guru, but
I said, Bill Gates, not money-wise. But then I thought maybe that way too. You are kind of loaded. So.
we got Chelsea over here. She can be our tech guru for the day.
We were just talking about her career. She's gonna be the loaded one pretty soon.
She sure will. Rob, there's still 6.5 minutes left on the Coastal Auto Parts scoreboard clock. Remind you, the Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares for stores and Caribou, Presque Isle, Houlton, and East Millinocket. These Orono Red Riots, 2-13, Coach Donato's team sitting in the number 13 rank, one seed out from making it into the postseason. They're coming off a 56-28 road defeat against John Babson on Tuesday. This is a team that doesn't score a lot of points, Rob, but so you got to figure they're going to try to maybe slow things down a little bit against Houlton.
Yeah, they're going to want to play the game down in the 30s or even 20s if they can. Very good defensive team. I heard great things about them on defense. They just struggled scoring. Their leading scorers score 5 or 6 points a game, and as a team, they probably average right around 30 or so, 34, and then tough to win when you're winning that way. You don't know. I mean, if Houlton allows them to play that slow down tempo, then anything can happen.
Yeah, the 34 points a game is the lowest in the Big East. As you said, about 6 points a game for their leading point scorer. And it's different players on different nights. Lauren Brown, who's a fairly decent interior player. She leads the team in rebounding. We got Alyssa LaBelle, who helps handle the ball. Mary Kay Smith. They don't shoot many free throws, Rob. You'd think a team that would slow it down maybe would try to pound it inside to slow it down. But they only have shot 132 free throws on the season. Let's compare that to Herman, who shot 335 to lead the Big East. It's more than a 200 free throw differential.
Yeah, it says a few things. It says they're not attacking the basket that much, and they're not getting a ton of offensive rebounds, because when you get offensive rebounds, typically you get fouls drawn when that happens, and so those are two things that they maybe struggle with a little bit.
We're going to go ahead and take it down to the floor. There's going to be a special ceremony for Coach John Donato. He's in his 45th year of coaching, his third here at Orono, and he began his coaching career right here in Houlton as he went to Ricker College. And part of 4 state championship teams here in Houlton, a kind of a legend. We'll talk about that a lot more, but right now we want to take it down to Houlton Athletic Director Bruce Nason, who's on the floor with the microphone for a very special ceremony.
First of all, I would like to welcome back a person that has not been in the alumni gymnasium for 26 years. Welcome back, Coach John Donato, who was inducted this past fall to the Basketball Sports Hall of Fame. John, welcome back and congratulations on this great accomplishment. You, your staff of Jerry Tweedy and Matt Tardy, and players are responsible for putting a lot of these banners up in this gym. Again, we thank you. Also at this time, I would like to recognize and acknowledge our senior girls that are playing in their last home game of the regular season. Girls, thanks for all the time, effort, and dedication you've shown over your years of playing basketball at Houlton High School. You have represented your school and community with dignity. It has been a pleasure to watch you all of these years of playing. A huge thank you to you all. When I call your name, would you please come forward, get a flower from your coach, and please thank your parents for all they have done for you. Our first senior is Kennedy Buzzio, and our mom is Kim. Our next senior is Samantha Condon, and her parents are Tina and Jamie. Our next young lady, Tegan Ewings, and her parents are Angela and Joe. And Abby Worthley, and her parents are Jenna and John. And we can continue with warm-up, and thanks to Sadie's Bakery, our sponsor for today's game.
So a couple of cool moments. Obviously, Senior Day is always quite a neat treat. Rob, this group of kids, they're part of 2 Northern Maine championship squads, back-to-back years during their freshman and sophomore years. Last year, the team failed to make it to Bangor, but you know that does happen every once in a while when you won back-to-back Northern Maine championships. I guess that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, people don't realize they had a run, 10-plus years of making it to Bangor. We always say, we speak like it's kind of an afterthought, but it's not easy. You look around the state, there's a lot of programs that haven't been to Bangor in a long, long time, so it's not that easy to get there.
You know, for our listeners as well, talk about Coach John Donato, who is just recognized 45 years coaching, 3 at Orono, more than 550 career wins. I think he's approaching 560 actually. 4 state titles in Houlton. He's also coached at Mount View, Messalonski, Halldale, and Lawrence. Coach Donato, as Bruce Nason just said, is a Maine Basketball Hall of Fame inductee. He was inducted back in August 2019. And 11 regional titles, Rob, in 45 years. Just unbelievable. The most recent state championship was the one with Lawrence back in 2015. Quite a run John's had.
Oh yeah, and some of the teams he had here, I was here during the heyday, and some of the teams they had here were just ridiculous with 4 or 5 college level players, just tremendous people that went on and became All-American in college on the same teams. They had some teams, Tim, with 3,000 or 4,000 point scorers. One year they were so good, they won the Class B. They might have lost in the state game, but they beat the team, I think Caribou Girls might have won the Class A states that year, and Houlton beat them twice.
Yeah.
So they had about a 50-game winning streak, and he scouted. He was probably one of the first guys to ever do much with summer basketball too. I remember they had a very stout summer program, and he was a big believer in scouting. And I'm not sure how much. Probably scouting's always been around, but for me and my knowledge of it, he was one of the first that I knew to do it.
And it seems only fitting that we're talking about basketball because we are sitting here at Alumni Gymnasium, but he was quite a baseball coach as well.
Oh yeah, Houlton just had some tremendous baseball teams for a long time. 1984 in Class A, they upset the Bangor Rams. And it was a team that Jamie Hunt pitched for, and a lot of other great players on that team, some good friends of mine. And they had some other really tremendous years too. Don't want to forget those other years. They had a lot of other really good baseball teams.
Well, the theme for the day will kind of be, again, homecoming is a number of things we'll talk about here throughout the 2 games we will bring you. It's only 2 minutes away from the Orono Houlton girls getting ready to kick off. We'll go ahead and take one more break. Hear some messages from our sponsors. When we bring it back in a minute, we'll have the starting lineups brought to you by the County Federal Credit Union back in 60 seconds.
From kitchen excellence to building damage, owning your own restaurant comes with a lot of liabilities.
Among drivers, vehicles, and business property, there's a lot of exposure.
If our equipment fails, we know United Insurance has us covered.
For us, finding the right words for marketing campaigns is simple. Finding the right insurance is not. That's why it's nice to know United Insurance has us covered.
United Insurance has us covered.
United Insurance has us covered.
The United Insurance has us covered.
United Insurance has us covered.
Katahdin Valley Health Center, or KVHC, is a network of 6 community health centers dedicated to providing affordable, comprehensive, and high-quality care to people of all ages and incomes. We accept all patients and insurances, including those who are uninsured or on main care. Our committed patient care team is here for you, offering an extensive range of services to provide you with quality health care. We're creating healthy communities starting with you. Call or visit our website today.
Welcome back here on WHOU. Tim Tweedy, Rob Moran about to bring you the Houlton and Orono Red Riots. Number 5 against number 13. So they'll be kicking off here just momentarily. The crowd still making their way in as being entertained by the Houlton cheerleaders and the Houlton band. We will have 2 games for you this afternoon. Let's talk about what we've got coming up as well on WHOU. This afternoon you can catch Woodland at Fort Kent, boys and girls. Coverage begins at about 1:45 as the boys game tip off at 2 o'clock. The girls will follow around 3:30. On Monday, Gardner at Hamden to make up from yesterday. That game will be at 6:30 p.m. Also on Monday, Fort Kent and Central Aroostook boys. And then Tuesday, it's going to be MDI at Herman boys and Presque Isle at the Houlton boys right here. All right, we're going to take it down to the floor where Sydney Peabody, Houlton cheerleader, is about to bring you the starting lineups brought to you by County Physical Therapy. I'm sorry, the County Federal Credit Union.
Our officials are promoting the need for all of us to continue to raise funds for this very worthy cause. This week, officials throughout Maine are donating a portion of their game fees to support this cause. Please consider doing likewise. Enjoy today's game and thank you. Good afternoon and welcome to Alumni Gymnasium for today's game between the Orono Red Riots and our Houlton Shiretowners. The officials for this contest are Mr. Kluge, Mr. Turner, and Mr. Porter. Houlton High School places sportsmanship as a high priority. Support the players, coaches, and officials. The Red Riots are coached by John Donato and assisted by Derek Sinclair. The Shiretowners are coached by Sean Graham and assisted by Clyde Werman and John Solomon. Now let's introduce the starters for the visiting Orono Red Riots. Number 13, 14, Ellie Pierce. Number 15, Mary Kate Smith. Number 23, Lauren Brown. Number 31, Izzy Baker. And number 33, Chloe LeBrie. And now the starters for the Shire Towners. Number 12, Olivia Henderson. Number 20, Tegan Ewings. Number 31, Samantha Condon. Number 32, Kennedy Buzzio. And number 33, Abby Worthley. Would everyone please rise and remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem by the Houlton High School Band under the direction of Mr. Kevin Mania.
Okay, so we're about ready to get this ball game underway. It's going to be Houlton and Orono. Once more time, it's going to be starting lineup brought to you by the County Federal Credit Union, a community-based financial institution with nearly 20,000 members with branches conveniently located in Caribou, Presque Isle, Fort Fairfield, Houlton, and the soon-to-be-open location in Mars Hill. The County Federal Credit Union has the coverage to meet all of your financial needs. Visit one of the local branches to see why membership makes a difference. For Orono, going to be Ellie Pierce, Mary Kate Smith, Lauren Brown, Izzy Baker, and Chloe LeBrie. For the Shires, it's going to be Olivia Henderson, Tegan Ewing, Samantha Condon, Kennedy Buzzio, Abby Worthley. The last four just mentioned celebrating their senior day. The officials, Mr. Joey Kluke, Joe Porter, and Mark Turner. And the tip is going to be controlled by the Red Riots.
Houlton coming out man-to-man.
With it over along the right side, Mary Kate Smith. Out left side, Brown. Now Pierce, and a 3-second call against the Red Riots will give the ball back over to Houlton.
Pretty good defense to start by Houlton. Looks like Orono's going to start out a little bit of a 1-2-2.
On the left side, Samantha Condon. Working against Baker, now Buzzio with it. Olivia Henderson out top to Ewings. Condon in the short corner, Ewings a long two, up off back iron, no good. Buzzio tries to wrestle for the rebound, but it's won away by Lauren Brown. Red Riots coming out here wearing their maroon uniforms. Houlton in the home whites. Up top, Brown, guarded by Condon. A minute has gone by here in the opening quarter, and the ball will be lost out of bounds by Orono. It's a turnover.
They had 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. Tough to stay in the game like that. You got to get a shot up. Orono got decent size. They're not, gigantically bigger than Houlton's. Teams are pretty well matched up size-wise.
Once again, Ewings out top. Condon running the baseline, receives the basketball. Right in front of the Orono bench, it's Henderson. Buzzio in the paint. Worthley's going to try a 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound hauled in by Ellie Pierce.
Strong rebound by Ellie Pierce there.
As Orono moves left or right, they're going to go inside. Shot's going to be put up and in. There's the first 2 points of the game. It's Chloe Labrie. Red Riots lead 2-0. Olivia Henderson. Sam Condon. Again out to Olivia. Ewings in the corner. Finds Buzzio in the paint. The up and under move with a step through. She's going to be whistled for step so. She took one too many.
Yeah, tried to step through 2 defenders. They're not really a ton of space.
Orono has it. AC Baker bringing the ball up over midcourt. With her way out top. Pierce, ball's on the floor. It's a scrum. Going to be tied up, and Houlton will have the arrow.
A nice job by Kennedy Buzzio there playing post defense. Tried to make the entry pass. Kennedy got a hand on it, caused the tie-up.
So we're 2 minutes and 15 seconds into this contest. Score 2-0 Orono as Olivia Henderson lines up a three-pointer. That'll get Houlton on the board, and the fans will take their seats. It's now 3-2 Shires.
Yeah, probably not the player you want to leave open if you're Orono. Olivia's a pretty good shooter.
Inside they go. Labrie again. Good help side defense from Tegan Ewings, and the ball is going to be last touched by Ewing. So Orono will get the ball out along the baseline.
Yeah, Tegan regretted touching that because it was going into the bleachers.
The ball was designed to come into Pierce. It's going to be deflected out of bounds by Worthley. Made our job a little difficult today, Rob, with the programs not being correct, but we've figured some things out.
I'm still trying to figure them out.
A well-designed play finds Ellie Pierce open on the right block. She lays it up and in. 4-3 Red Riots.
Yeah, I can't let her have those. That's an easy layup. Nice move, nice play, like you said.
Henderson for another three, this time from the right side. It won't fall. Ewings with the offensive board, and then she's going to be fouled. It's going to be Ellie Pierce picking up the game's first foul.
Crowd's starting to fill in here a little bit now.
Lots of activities taking place in Houlton this weekend with Moose Stompers going on. Ewings, first free throw is up and good. That gives us time for the injury report, brought to you by County Physical Therapy. Whether you want to get back to sports, back to work, or simply back to living your life, County Physical Therapy can help. With 5 locations in Aroostook County and a new location in Bangor, visit County PT to learn how CPT can help you. And on the Orono bench, they're all healthy. And for Houlton, they've been without Bree Barton all season long, and that still remains the case. Orono trailing Houlton by a single digit with the basketball. Labrie, and now foul is going to be committed. That'll go against Houlton. And Tegan Ewings will pick up her first. With 4:46 now remaining here in the opening frame. Not sure if we said it in the pregame, Rob, as we were working out a few wrinkles with the technology, but this is game 1 of 2. The boys' game scheduled to start as a nice entry play comes into Labrie, and she's going to lay it up and in. The boys' game scheduled to start somewhere around 4:30, but this game started early, so it's likely that that game will as well.
Nice screen and roll there. Yeah, game's going early so far. You never know, a 4-game day. You get ahead, you get behind, things change quick.
Henderson with another three for Houlton. Makes it 8-6 now, Shires. We'll have to give our friend Clyde Warman, not that we need excuses to give him crap, but he could spend some timeouts once in a while, so it keeps us on our schedule.
Yeah.
He coaches the JV team here in Houlton. That fourth quarter went without many whistles or stoppages in play.
Yeah, typically we're okay with that, but today we had some stuff going on. So
pass comes inside. Pierce now out to Labrie near the free throw line. She'll swing a pass out to Lauren Brown, who'll leave a shot short. Condon with the board. Houlton with a 2-point lead in the basketball. Condon drives, puts it up glass. She can't finish, but there's going to be a foul, and it's going to go against the Shires.
Yeah, nice rebound there by Ellie Pierce. Strong rebound.
Offensively, that was a good feed from Tegan Ewings, but Condon just not able to get the basket to fall. The foul will be called against Kennedy Buzzio. That's the second for the Shires. 3.5 minutes here in the opening quarter. Good play there by Chloe Labrie as she lost her footing and was able to somehow stay on her feet, or rather that was Lauren Brown, and Orono's able to get a hoop out of it.
Yeah, great play there. That wasn't an easy play at all.
Worthley fakes the three and has her pocket pick. Baker, the 2-on-1, feeds her teammate Mary-Kate Smith, who's unable to make the layup from the left side, but then a whistle. Once again, a foul will go against Houlton. That's going to be number 2 on Tegan Ewings.
That's a tough one. That one there, it's when you kind of want to let it go. You didn't have a great shot at the ball. You want to pick up your second foul that way.
Alyssa LaBelle will check in here for Orono. And we'll see freshman Drew Warman in for the Shires as her shot's going to be put up by Pierce. No good. Putback attempt, no good. Labrie thought it was good as it went partway down before popping out. She turned her back on it, Rob, and was a little surprised when nobody started cheering, I think.
Houlton was lucky there. They ran that same out-of-bounds play. They got Pierce a layup 2 minutes ago, and she just missed it that time, the same shot.
Empty trip there for Houlton. Ball's out loose by midcourt, and it's going to be a whistle. A foul is going to be called as Olivia Henderson will pick up her first, Houlton's 4th foul.
Hustle foul there, though. You don't mind that.
Players are hitting the deck left and right. The score is tied at 8, 2:37 remaining here in the first quarter. Over along the left side as the basketball is going to be stolen away by Sam Condon. Worthley with it now. Finds Buzzio. Uses a crossover, gets into the paint. Kicks to Condon, her little runner. Gets it to fall.
Nice little take there by Sam Condon. Little floater, like you said, right in the middle of the paint.
It's a 2-point lead for Houlton, 10-8. Along the left side, Mary-Kate Smith.
Houlton's gone into a zone now.
Shot's going to be up and in as that's Pierce.
4 points for her.
8-foot jumper. Ties the game up at 10. Condon, right side in the corner. Finds Henderson. That pass nearly picked off. Buzzio with the drive and a nice kick, and Condon lays it up and in. She gets the hoop in the harm. She's got a chance for a 3-point play.
Good play by Sam Condon. Chloe Labrie went for the steal out front and gave Kennedy Buzzio a driving lane to the hoop, and she made Houlton pay with a nice pass, or made Orono pay with a nice pass.
Lauren Brown's going to come back into the game. Audrey Pike in for the first time here for Orono, as the sophomore will replace Chloe Labrie. At the line, it's Samantha Condon. Sam dips. Fires, can't get the free throw to go. Buzzio, though, with the offensive board. Worthley, left corner. Gonna line up a three. Can't get it to go. Rebound taken away on the weak side by Warman. Houlton will keep possession. They lead by 2 with 1.5 minutes now remaining here in the quarter. Worthley surveys the court, goes out to Henderson. Dangerous pass, nearly picked off, and it ended up, even though she didn't touch it, Lauren Brown's able to create a turnover just by stepping in the passing lane.
A lot of space there, right, between the passer and the receiver. So much space. You're going to throw that, you got to fire it.
You've said this many times. If you're gonna turn the ball over, don't do it out near midcourt.
No, it's a layup. A lot of times.
Brown couldn't get the shot to go. Condon rebounds, and then it's a reaching foul. It's going to go against the Red Riots.
Sam Condon's done a great job. 4 points in the game and a couple nice hustle plays.
Alyssa LaBelle picked up the foul. That's the 3rd team foul against Orono. So Houlton will have the ball with 1:05 now remaining here in this opening quarter. They lead 12-10. Buzzio near the free throw line. Says if nobody's going to guard me, I'll take it myself. Lay it up and in.
Nice move by Kennedy Buzzio. She goes left very well. Went left to set up the right hand that time.
14-10 now is your score. LaBelle, left side. Shot's going to be put up off the mark. Baker couldn't get the shot to go. Olivia Henderson flying up the court.
A long one that time from Baker.
Warman, she's going to try a three. Can't get it to go. Rebound fought for and tied up Both Buzzio and Pike had a hand on it. This time Orono has the arrow.
Good play by Kennedy there, though. Not easy to even get that tie up out of it. And it's going to give Orono the ball back, but Houlton gets the next arrow.
And a chance to put some pressure on. As the pass is going to be tipped at midcourt, 3 players come together, and the official is going to stop the clock as he saw Olivia Henderson, Sam Condon, and Kennedy Buzzio all collide. 3 Shires, 3 players wearing the same color uniform, Rob.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
I've seen 2 before. I don't know if I've ever seen 3.
Well, the pass was that long and softly thrown that 3 players had a chance to get there and at least tip it. Henderson's the slowest to get up off the court. Coach Graham is going to come out and check on her, as will Houlton Athletic Director Bruce Nason. She looks like she'll be okay. She's probably going to head to the bench for a moment. Collect her breath as there's 18.6 seconds left on the clock here in the first quarter. She'll get checked out. I'm guessing it won't be too long before we see her back in. Nia Henderson has checked in a replacement of Olivia Henderson. So Houlton up by 4. They've got a little less than 20 seconds here to get the final shot of the first quarter. Warman finds Buzzio. Now Condon, baseline jumper. No good. Rebound hauled in by Lauren Brown. She's going to look to push. Up the right side, got her by Worthley. Worthley will commit the reaching foul.
Yeah, she's looking for the charge there, but she wasn't really in good defensive position. Plus, she reached. That made her in worse defensive position.
That's 5 team fouls against Houlton. Still in the first quarter with 6 seconds remaining. Orono is going to get the ball out right in front of the Houlton bench. Pierce. Out top, the shot's going to be fired up and buried right at the buzzer. That is going to be Alyssa LaBelle giving her team, well, they're down by 1. It's a 14-13 score heading into quarter number 2. Don't go too far. We'll be back in 1 minute here on WHOU.
Outfit your vehicle for tough jobs with commercial truck body and accessories at Main Equipment in Herman, Maine. At Main Equipment Company, we sell and install truck bodies, lift systems, garbage removal applications, and snow and sand spreading applications. Storage boxes and bed liners is also available. Call us at 207-848-5738. Dump bodies, hook lift hoists, truck bodies, sand and salt spreaders, rubbish packers. The right fit for your truck. The premier company in the state of Maine. Main Equipment Company. Nortrax is your John Deere construction and forestry equipment dealer for the entire state of Maine. Whether you're working hard in the woods or digging in the dirt, Nortrax has the new and used heavy equipment you need. Count on Nortrax for 24-hour parts and service support, plus around-the-clock machine monitoring with JD Link. Our service technicians, parts specialists, and product support technology reps are here to serve you. We stand ready as your John Deere construction and forestry equipment team in Maine.
Welcome you back to Alumni Gymnasium, getting ready for quarter number 2. It's Houlton with a 1-point lead over Orono, and Abby Worthley is going to get the first shot of the quarter. Her 3-pointer is going to be off the mark as the ball's fought for. It's going to stay with Houlton.
Good battle there by Becca Howe.
Coach Graham able to get several of the starters back in during that break. There's Buzzio on the design play to Worthley. Back to Buzzio, who lines up a 3, and she's going to take steps.
Got a little shuffle before the shot there.
Houlton will set up some pressure, though. Baker. Cross-court pass. Ball's now on the floor and picked up by Buzzio. Worthley, as she gets the ball over midcourt. Works it into Howe in the paint with the left hand. Got it to go through some contact. Nice play by Becca Howe.
Yeah, we've seen that a few times this year. Becca really strong in the post and does a real nice job going left. My guess would be she leads the team in D1 opportunities. She's got a bunch.
It's good to see Olivia Henderson come back out on the court as they checked her out. She apparently is okay. Kennedy Buzzio will catch a breather. At the line, Rebecca Howe gets a free throw to drop, so she completes the 3-point play, and Houlton has a 17-13 lead.
Some pressure again.
For Orono, it's Labrie. Feeds Baker. Way out top now, LaBelle will hit that 3 to end the first quarter. Shot's going to be put up And Baker's shot hit the side of the backboard. There's going to be a whistle, and a foul will occur. Looks to me like they're staying down here.
Yeah, it's going to be against Houlton. It's going to send Chloe Labrie to the line for 2.
That'll be Mia Henderson picking up her first. 7:13 still remaining here in the first half. Rob, Houlton just picked up their 16th foul as the free throw is made by Labrie.
Yeah, right now Orono's hanging in.
As we'll see Labrie go 1 of 2 from the free throw line. So it's a 3-point advantage here for the Shires. Worthley. Henderson in the corner to Warman. Shot's going to be put up in the paint by Howe, and then a foul is going to occur as Howe and Labrie were wrestling over the basketball, and it's going to be Rebecca Howe called for the reach-in foul.
It's going to be a 1-on-1 for Chloe Labrie, too.
It will, as they walk the other direction. So the scoreboard operator letting them know that it is going to be a 1-on-1 situation here. So as you said, Chloe Labrie will go to the free throw line where she just went 1 of 2. It's early, Rob, to be in the 1-on-1.
Yeah, for sure. Chance for Orono to get some cheap points if they can keep drawing a few fouls.
First free throw, nothing but net for Labrie, so she's earned herself a second. Still 6:59 remaining here. Second free throw is off the back iron, so once again Labrie goes 1 of 2, and then a reaching foul is going to be committed by Ellie Pierce.
Yeah, Ellie Pierce has done a nice job on the interior glass for them. It's not somebody they want getting in free throws. I think that might be 2 on her, and it is.
It is. It's in the 5th team foul.
You don't like those ones, like 90 feet from the basket.
Well, Pierce played a pretty stellar first quarter, so Coach Donato would hate to lose her.
Yeah, she's done a number on the glass on both ends.
Mia Henderson throws it out top. Warman back to Mia in the left corner now. They'll go to Howe in the paint. And a traveling violation is good job defending by Orono, forcing the turnover.
That was Alyssa LaBelle there, taking away the pass where Howe wanted to go with it, caused Howe to take that 1 extra step.
Once again, Houlton sets up some pressure. We see Baker having trouble getting it over midcourt. And the ball's going to be tipped and knocked out of bounds by Rebecca Howe.
Good patience
had to have been
by
close
Orono.
to a 10 count, Rob.
Yep, it was, but I like the patience. They're not just dropping and going and dribbling into traps, and looks like Coach Donato's going to get a full timeout here.
So we'll take it as well. With 6:30 remaining here in the first half of play, Houlton has a 17-15 advantage. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
TheCounty.me, your source for countywide sports, including scores and highlights from the greater Houlton, Presque Isle, and Caribou regions. We also are the source for all the latest daily news and community happenings for readers of the Houlton Pioneer Times, the Star Herald, and the Aroostook Republican and News coverage area. Visit us now on the web at TheCounty.me.
Welcome back here on WHOU as we do look up at the Napa Auto Parts scoreboard. It's the Houlton Shires leading 17-15. Still 6:30 remaining here in the first half. It's been a tight game throughout, Rob.
Yep, Orono's done a nice job hanging in, making some shots and doing a decent job on the glass. I think they switched to a little dribble drive offense.
LaBelle, nice dump to feet.
Beautiful pass and a nice finish by Labrie. Tie game.
17-17. We see Olivia Henderson looking around. Mia Henderson, that's her spot from the corner. That 3 just off the mark. Rebound taken away by Orono. As LaBelle will look to push. She'll put a shot up off the glass, and while she can't get it to go, she will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, good foul there by Drew Warman. You don't mind that foul at all.
The only issue is they're starting to mount up, but you're right. You got to prevent the 2 points. LaBelle makes the first free throw.
LaBelle's a girl that hit the three. Give them a little momentum going into the second quarter. She buried the three right at the end of the first.
LaBelle's second free throw is good as well. So Orono with a 19-17 lead over Houlton. This is a 2-13 team, Rob.
Yeah, 2-13, but again, certainly they look like they have some pretty good talent, and I think they've had a few close games. And the game, I guess it's the way they want it to be. They're scoring the ball probably a little more than they normally do.
Yeah, we said they come in averaging 34 points a game. They've already put 19 up, and they're still just under 6 minutes remaining in the first half. Warman tries to give her team a lead, but that three-pointer is off the mark. Rebound going to be taken away, and Alyssa LaBelle has the basketball.
Good rebound by Chloe Labrie.
Here is LaBelle. Works the ball out now. Baker taking her time out near midcourt. Breaks traffic, finds Walston.
Yeah, it looked like a couple of the kids on Houlton there were playing zone, a couple were playing man. It looks like they've got it corrected now. Everybody's playing man.
That's a good take by Labrie, and her little baby hooks off the mark, and then a foul in the rebounding action.
Pretty good D by Mia Henderson there. Keep staying vertical, contesting that shot. Nice little move by Labrie, like you said, little hard baby hook.
And that's the 6th-team foul against Orono as they check to see if it's 1-on-1.
Yeah, they put the foul up really quick. It went from 5 to 6. Officials looked up and thought it was a 1-on-1, but it's not.
With 2 fouls, Tegan Ewing's checking back into the game. Abby Worthley will catch a breather, so see Coach Graham electing to roll the dice. 5:04 now remaining here in the first half. Olivia Henderson, Mia Henderson, Warman with it. Everybody touching the ball for Houlton here on this possession. Cross-court pass, Warman long 2, lines it up. Partway down, it rims out. Right there for the offensive board, though, keeping it nice and high. Mia Henderson gets the 2, game tied at 19.
Yeah, she did a great job there, keeping it up above her head, not allowing somebody to strip it away.
LaBelle with it for the Red Riots, guarded by Mia Henderson. Receives a screen, and nobody rolled to the hoop. The pass nearly picked off. Good hands as Labrie came up with it, and she kicks it out. The three-pointer is going to be up and in by Lauren Brown.
Yeah, it's just bad luck for Houlton there. The ball bounces around, ended up in Labrie's hands, and Brown buries a 3-ball.
Then a miscommunication between the youngster Warman and the senior Tegan Ewings. Not sure what happened there, just not on the same page. Results in a turnover.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I was putting the number in the book. That was a quick turnover.
Very quick. And speaking of quick, Worthley quickly back up off the bench, getting ready to check in as LaBelle wants to try her hand at another 3, and why not? She buries it, just like she did to end the quarter.
Got to be a little closer than that.
Just
like 4 feet off her.
Rob, midway through the second quarter, Orono's got a 6-point lead. Long 3, though, an answer, as that's Olivia Henderson. She was about 3 feet beyond the arc.
That's her 3rd 3 of the game. That was a big one. They really needed that. Orono had a lot of momentum.
She's almost single-handedly keeping Houlton in the ball game.
Yeah, absolutely.
As we see Baker put up a shot. Not sure if they called bank, but it's going to count regardless.
Yeah. Nice little baby hook by Chloe Labrie. Pretty fluid. I thought that was a great-looking move.
Warman leaves a 3-point attempt short. Ewing's with it, though. Kicks it out to Warman. Now Henderson. Back over to Warman on the right side. Baseline jumper up, no good. Ewings could not get the shot to fall, and Orono has a rebound.
Yeah, decent look. A little baseline jumper, a little 8-footer. Take that shot most every time.
LaBelle once again will just walk it up. She's happy to play at a slower pace, and a reach-in foul will be called as Mia Henderson came across the arm of LaBelle. And I think that's, once again, he put it up there quickly. I was waiting to see if it switched over to 10 from 9, but it's going to stay at 9-team foul, so still a 1-on-1 situation. But for Mia, that's her second personal, Rob.
Yes, and LaBelle looks like to be a pretty good shooter. Got to keep your hands off. I jinxed her. But you got to move your feet and keep your hands off that when you're in a situation like that. Isolation, going to be a foul every time.
Now we have a whistle. It's going to be a reach-in foul called against Izzy Baker.
Send Tegan Ewings to the line. Tegan's 2 for 2 from the line. Houlton girls have not shot a lot of free throws today. They were only 3 free throws so far.
Clock stopped with 2:43 now remaining in the first half. Tegan Ewings at the free throw line with an opportunity to get her team a little closer as they trail by 5, and she makes the first free throw. It makes it 23-27. Tegan can get her team back within 1 possession as she makes that free throw.
4 for 4 for her from the line.
LaBelle brings the ball up the court again. This time she's guarded by Olivia Henderson. And nearly a turnover, but somehow Walston able to come up with the basketball. LaBelle lines up a 3. That's what she does best. The marksman's made 3 now. She gives her team a 30-24 lead.
11 points for her in the half.
Olivia Henderson finds Tegan Ewings for Houlton. Olivia, she's made 4 threes in the half.
Yeah, that's a little defensive mistake there. She's wide open. Coach Donato not happy about it. Skip pass. You got to make sure you're out there. She's hot for sure. I think she's missed 1 shot. I think she's 4 for 5.
Got half of the Houlton points. It's 30-27. Somebody missed their assignment as Izzy Baker took it right to the hoop, laid it up and in.
Yeah, nice backdoor cut by Baker there. Her first bucket.
And Howe is going to be whistled for steps. Probably better than the alternative. Might have been a player control.
I'll tell you, it's hard for me to figure how this team's got 2 wins. Pretty decent team. I know they play a tough schedule, and that probably goes right into it.
Orono with the basketball. They lead by 5 as LaBelle picks up her dribble. Finds Walston. Back out to Alyssa LaBelle, the junior. As a 3-pointer is going to be launched up, but traveling took place first as Lauren Brown shuffled her feet. Perhaps as Coach Donato being back in this gym, Rob, seemed like the only thing he knew how to do when he was in this gym was to win.
Absolutely.
Ewings is going to fire up a long 2 and leave it short. Rebound brought away by Baker. Izzy. Left side hands the ball off. It's Brown. Back to Baker. Now LaBelle. Waits for the defender to come pick her up. Brown now from the right side. Goes inside. Labrie, little baby hook, partway down, won't go. Stuck right with it. Second chance opportunity won't go as well. Houlton is going to look to push. Olivia Henderson. Finds Ewings. Back to Henderson. She's open again. That 3-pointer is off the mark, but Olivia grabs her own board. Ewings with a toe in the line, long 2, no good. LaBelle with the board, and Orono has 30 seconds in possession. Let's see if they decide to hold it for 1.
Yeah, you may see them go for 1 here. I'm sure they'd be satisfied going in up at least 5.
Baker goes inside. LaBelle has position and puts it up and in.
She's a player. Chloe Labrie, nice, strong post move.
It's 34-27. Ewings. Houlton 5 seconds. Henderson's 3 as Olivia's is off the mark. And that's going to do it for the first half. It's going to be Orono with a 34-27 lead over the Houlton Shires, the number 13 seed leading number 5 who's playing at home. Again, 34-27. Don't go too far. Coming up, we're going to have the Katahdin Trust Company halftime report. We'll be speaking to a familiar voice for Maine basketball, Mr. Clem Labrie, when we come back in 2 minutes here on WHOU.
MMG Insurance is a proud sponsor of high school basketball. Founded in 1897 and based in Presque Isle, MMG has independent insurance agents across Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. MMG has recently received a national award in innovation, was recognized as the Maine Company of the Year by the Maine Insurance Agents Association, and again named among the best places to work in Maine. Find out more about MMG by visiting our website, mmgins.com. MMG Insurance, protecting your piece of the world.
Lincoln Power Sports is the leading ATV, snowmobile parts, accessories, and outdoor equipment dealer in Lincoln. Whether you're looking for the latest new products from BRP, Can-Am, Skidoo, or today's best clothing and accessories, we've got it. It's no wonder riders and customers trust Lincoln Power Sports for ATV and snowmobile service and installation of parts and accessories. Stop by our store or browse our extensive online catalog from anywhere in the world. Call 207-794-8100. We would love to hear from you.
Hi from Jeans, where you'll find better TV and more ways to enjoy it. Get 190 channels for $59.99 a month with Dish. Plus, get a free voice remote on us. And remember, we're also trained Nest Pros and deliver white glove service for all kinds of smart home solutions, like the Google Nest Learning Thermostat or the Google Nest Cam Outdoor, which lets you look after your home from anywhere so you can travel worry-free. So come and visit our newest location on Stillwater in Bangor, or visit us online to find a local store near you.
Welcome back to Alumni Gymnasium, where we are at the half of a 34-27 Orono lead. Pretty good first half. With me now is Mr. Clem Labrie. Mr. Labrie, thanks for being with us.
Sure, great to be with you.
So you have a niece on the Orono team. That's cool. Come up and watching her. I don't think there's a ton of guys who have seen as much basketball as you have. Let's talk about the broadcasting first. You're in between it right now, but you've done it for how many years? And talk about that a little bit.
Sure, yeah, about a little over 25 years doing it, and do it just a little bit on the side now.
Right.
But no, I had a great time, got to cover some great stuff. I mean, there's nothing better than being in a high school gym during basketball season. It's great to come up here and be able to see some hoops as well. So I've had a great opportunity to see a lot of different things, but this is my favorite time of the year.
Right, me too. I wanted to ask you about this. I'm somebody, I always wondered about morning radio. I love listening to sports talk radio. And for years, I do a lot of traveling for my job and have to drive through Bangor. I listened to you and Dale Duff, Houlton's own Dale Duff, who I went to school with, Dale's younger brother. What were some fun things about that? Must have been pretty fun. It sounded like you guys had a great time when you did that.
Well, we did. I mean, we always said that, what can be better? You make a living by talking sports.
Yeah.
There's not many things that you can do that is a lot more fun than that. But we always loved it. I mean, doing the morning show for as many years as we did, we always said by the time we finished our show at either 8 or 9, we knew everything that was going on for the day while everybody else is still kind of getting up and around. But it was neat to start the day off that way. Everything that happened the night before, we got a chance. People get to bed early. They don't always see things. And it was a great opportunity to kind of fill everybody in on what happened the night before and then just have good-hearted arguments, whether it be high school sports or the Red Sox or you name it.
Right, and that's what I liked about it, as opposed to, of course, satellite radio is a big thing now, but you guys always had local flavor in there. You drive through and maybe you're talking about, some of those great Bangor, Roger Reed, Bangor High basketball teams, and you talked about the Red Sox and the Celtics and the Bruins, but you had the local stuff too, and that had to be pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what we enjoyed the most because, you can get a lot of the New England sports talk anywhere, but for us, we always considered high school sports our pro sports.
Right.
That's what a lot of people are interested in, regardless of the sport. That's what people in Maine like, and that's what people in Maine like to hear about, and that's why it was so enjoyable to broadcast all the games, but then just to be able to get on the air and talk about games, talk about great performances, hear from players and coaches and that type of thing. That's what was so enjoyable to us over all the years.
Right. Talk to me. You said you did about 25 tournaments. Some great games in there, some amazing tournaments. Couple tournament memories you have, some of your highlights.
Yeah, well, there was always, you always had some of the half-court shots, some of the buzzer beaters and that type of thing. I always think about Kim Condon's senior year for Presque Isle, when she had the ankle injury and kept battling through that.
The potato.
You put the potato on the ankle the night before the game and everything. I mean, that's kind of legendary stuff.
It is. It really is.
You know, whether it's the leaky auditorium roof or the dead spots. And the great thing about the high school basketball tournaments, too, is you have those great moments, those kind of iconic moments or teams. But really, it's about the people as much as anything.
Yeah.
You know, when you guys come down to Bangor and when the schools south of Bangor come up, it's about kind of getting together.
Yeah, it is. It's like
as
a big
much
party.
as the tournament, it's a reunion of people as well, and that's what's so amazing about that.
Great about it. You really, it's like old home week. See people that you don't necessarily see any other time of the year, and you get to talk to them, sit down, and so that's great. So your niece plays. I think she's a pretty good player. I mean, when they're getting her to the ball in the first half, and she's doing damage. Orono up 7 right now, kind of struggled, had a little bit of a rough year. What do you think they need to do to come out with a win here in the second half?
Well, clearly offensively, their inside game has kind of been what's done it for them. And then for Orono, defensively, they need to be able to shut down that outside shooting of Houlton. They're just so deadly with that. And Houlton has a quickness advantage as well. So being able to get back on defense, the big thing really for Orono in that first half is they made shots. And so it allowed them to get back defensively. Sometimes they've struggled with that this year where they don't shoot for the highest percentage, and other teams have been able to transition on them, and that's where they would struggle in the second half if they don't, make their shots like they did in the first half. Houlton can really change this in a hurry.
Right. Well, listen, I hit you up, brought you back. You're never going to be able to get out of radio. You're going to be doing it forever. You're going to be doing it forever. But thanks for being with us. I know we'll see you down in Bangor, if not broadcasting, at least as a fan, and probably broadcasting too. So thanks for being with us.
Absolutely. Great to see you, and we'll see you in Bangor in a couple weeks.
So we'll take a 1-minute break and bring it back on WHOU.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
Madigan Healthcare Services provides a continuum of healthcare, from skilled nursing facility, rehab therapy, to home healthcare.
After 5 days in the hospital, they suggested that I come to the Madigan. The level of care, the service, the respect that they showed me, even the aftercare, everything about it was really excellent, and I feel healthy. So the services that I've received at the Madigan have enabled me to get back to those things that I really love to do.
As we welcome you back here on WHOU. About a minute left in the half. It's Orono with a 34-27 lead over the Houlton Shires here at halftime. And momentarily we'll wrap up some of that first half scoring, but Rob, Orono has already matched their season average in just the first 16 minutes of play.
Yeah, I would guess that's probably their high half of the year. I don't know that, but it seems like it would be. A decently spread out scoring for Orono too. They're getting contributions from a few people. Chloe Labrie led the way with 12 points. Alyssa LaBelle had 11. Lori Brown with 3. Ellie Pierce with 4. Excuse me. For Houlton, they were led by Olivia Henderson. She had 12 big points, kind of kept them in it, like you said. Tegan Ewens with 4. Sam Condon with 4. Kennedy Bazio and Becca Howe and Mia Henderson with 2 apiece.
So perhaps a bit of a surprise. Again, Orono coming into this contest 2-13. This is just what they would need. A win here would essentially secure them into a prelim, as they're a spot out trailing Foxcroft, who they do have a game left with, but it wouldn't matter if they're somehow able to pick up a win here against number 5 Houlton. Orono is going to start the second half with the basketball, as we're going to see LaBelle start the offense over along the right side. Pierce puts up the long jumper. Her shot no good, and it's going to be Labrie coming in over the back and committing the first foul of the second half.
Not a ton of contact there. Kind of a tough one on Chloe Labrie, but turn around and run up the court. That's 2 on her. Orono going to stay in the 2-3 zone.
Here's Tegan Ewings. Finds Mia Henderson. She puts up a 3, and she's able to bury it from the wing. Gets Houlton back to within 4.
Great start for the Shires.
34-30 is your score. Pierce with it here for the Riots. He's going to have her shot blocked by Mia Henderson, and as Labrie collects the loose ball, she's going to put it up, and she will draw contact.
Yep, nice play by Chloe Labrie.
The foul for Houlton will go against Tegan Ewings. That's number 3, Rob.
She's around the ball too, Chloe Labrie. Even the plays where she hasn't got the rebound, she's been able to get a hand on it.
Chloe able to get that free throw to drop. Has a second coming up. And Chloe's going to make 1 of 2 on that trip, and then the ball will be tipped and last touched out of bounds by the Red Riots. So Houlton trailing 30-35, just underway here in the second half. As the ball will be tipped by Brown. No, it's going to be thrown out of bounds by Houlton. Was not tipped, so a turnover for the Shires.
Little miscommunication there.
Your wife taking care of you, bringing you gifts here, Rob.
I always share.
Yeah, she really brought those for me.
You can have some.
LaBelle finds Pierce. Shot's going to be put up. Baker off the mark. Rebound, though, taken in by Brown. And another three-pointer up and in. It's Alyssa LaBelle. She's been lighting it up from downtown all afternoon. Her team has her largest lead of the game. It's 38-30.
You need to find her. She's hit just about every three she's had. She maybe missed 1 or 2, but she's got 4 threes. 4 for 6 is too high on efficiency.
Worthley tried to answer on the other end. Couldn't get it to go. And Baker is going to pull the basketball out as going to be some contact, and we will see LaBelle pleading her case, saying that she thought that the player went down without much contact. Either way, it's going to be a foul against, and I said LaBelle, I should have said Labrie.
Yeah, that's 3 on her. That's a huge play. Could have been 4 on Tegan Ewings.
Absolutely. Orono settles into that 2-3 zone. Mia Henderson pulls up. She's going to have her shot partially blocked by Alyssa LaBelle. Here is Alyssa. Hands it off. Baker now. Crosses it up, and the ball's going to be lost out of bounds as Lauren Brown couldn't hold on to the ball. So that'll give the ball back over to Houlton.
A little miscommunication there, Tim. Looks like Orono going to get the timeout here.
Coach Donato will ask for a stoppage in play. With 6:09 remaining here in the third quarter, it's going to be a full timeout. We'll take it as well and be back in 1 minute on WHOU.
Don't get flush traded. Get Rick Hannigan Plumbing and Heating to handle all your pipes. Master Plumber Rick is ready to get your pipes back in action. Give Rick a call today at 538-7131 and like him on Facebook.
Scoville Building Supplies may be a little store, but it's a whole lot more. You can find most anything you need at Scoville Building Supplies: plumbing, painting, lumber, windows, or doors. Everything you will need for your construction, remodeling, updating, or building. Call Scoville Building Supplies today at 425-3192.
Out here, builders choose Advantech products to provide a durable base that helps prevent bouncing and warping. So in here, you can enjoy the beauty of luxurious finished floors without worrying about pops, squeaks, or creaks. Because out here, and in here, there's no better sound than the peace and quiet that comes from Advantech products. The flat-out best for a quiet, stiff floor.
Welcome back here on WHOU. It was a full timeout, but they came out awful early. It allowed Houlton to score an easy 2 points from Rebecca Howe. Orono now with the basketball. Baker lines up a 3, and she gets it to go. Rob, I don't know what Orono's shooting from beyond the arc on the season, but they've been some hot today, so they could have a 41-32 lead.
They sure have. They're shooting it great.
As Olivia Henderson missed that 3, the ball will be tipped last out of bounds by the Red Riots, so Houlton will have it out along their own baseline.
Lots of time left if you're Houlton, but you got to start playing better defense. Those threes are great, but they're open threes.
Shot's going to be up. Ewings gets a friendly roll. Say it's a 2-point field goal, so it makes it 41-34. Now a steal. Mia Henderson pulls up, buries the jumper, just what the doctor ordered for the Shires.
Trying to split that double team, and Houlton turned them over.
It was a 9-point lead. It's all the way back down to 5 until Pierce on the other end lays it up and in as Orono able to break pressure, and Ellie Pierce has her team back up by 7. It's 43-36.
Somebody didn't rotate there, Tim, the way they were supposed to. She was too wide open.
Mia stepped into a 3, couldn't get it to go. Rebound is going to be brought away by Alyssa LaBelle.
Good decision there by LaBelle.
4.5 minutes now remaining in the third quarter. Pierce. And a turnover as a miscommunication between she and Baker. They give the ball back over to the Shiretowners.
Same play they ran in the first half where they got a backdoor layup out of it. At that time, not so much.
Brown will go to the bench. As we'll see checking in Mary Kate Smith here for Orono. Howe kicks it out. Ewings lines one up. That shot won't fall. Rebound's going to be taken away by Chloe Labrie.
Yep, strong rebound there by Chloe. Houlton trying to put a little ball pressure on.
Walking the ball up very slowly. LaBelle finds Baker, who's working against Worthley. Pierce lines one up. That three-pointer won't fall. As Howe brings it down, it's just stolen right out of her hands by Baker. Couldn't get the shot to go. Labrie sticks with it. Her putback no good. And finally, Mia Henderson able to come up with the basketball.
A couple great chances there for Orono.
Howe. Out comes Henderson. As Mia gets into the lane, she's going to be guilty of taking steps.
A little bit of a shuffle there.
That'll get Kennedy Buzzio up off the bench. Drew Warman's going to come in. Worthley and Howe will go catch a breather. Coach Graham trying to find that right combination of players. It's a 43-36 lead. Orono ahead of Houlton. 3.5 minutes remain here in the third quarter. Baker. Top Pierce. Baker lines up a 3. That won't fall. Rebound's going to be fought for and controlled by the Shires, or I should say, it's going to be Shire basketball's last touch by Labrie.
Yep, she got her hand on another offensive rebound, though. She's done a number on the glass.
Warman. Henderson. Mia's 3, no good. Rebound on the other side by the other Henderson. It's Olivia. Good post touch for Ewing, but she couldn't get the shot to fall, so an empty trip for the Shiretowners.
She almost got Labrie's 4th foul on her there.
That would certainly turn the tide in this contest. You see Labrie, and she's going to take steps. So she had to set up a high screen and roll, and just did get the ball down before she took that big first step.
Houlton did a better job that time. That play worked in the first half, and they got a layup out of it. That time they jumped to the basket line better and caused the travel.
Ewings with another long 2. That's no good. Rebound fought for. Pulled away. Mia Henderson, she's going to draw a foul, and that will be on Labrie. That's going to be number 4.
Yeah, it's a big one there.
And we'll see Coach Donato have to go to his bench as we'll see Audrey Pike get ready to check in. We only have to assume that's going to be for Chloe Labrie as the free throw is missed. That gives us a moment to bring you the injury report brought to you by County Physical Therapy. Whether you want to get back to sports, back to work, or simply back to living your life, County Physical Therapy can help with 5 locations in Aroostook County and a new location in Bangor. Learn how CPT can help you by going to countypt.com. A timeout is going to be taken as Coach Sean Graham wants to talk to his troops. His team trails by 6. It's a 30-second break. We'll take it as well and be right back on WHOU.
This is Ben Adams from Priority Auto Sales. Listen, I know you've been seeing a lot of these orange plates around town lately, and trust me, I'm not just paying people to drive around in our vehicles all day. Every day we're selling cars, trucks, and SUVs. Why? It's simple. Discounted prices up front, great selection, and low pressure sales. We're simply not playing the games. We really are creating a new way to shop for a used vehicle. Check us out at yourpriorityauto.com and like us on Facebook. Priority Auto Sales, Route 1 in Houlton.
Welcome back here on WHOU. Tim Tweedy with Rob Moran. It's a 6-point lead for the Orono Red Riots. 2.5 minutes remain here in quarter number 3.
Some half-court pressure for Houlton.
As we see Alyssa LaBelle bring the ball up for the visiting side, and then a reaching foul will be called. This will go against Houlton.
It's going to be on Mia Henderson reaching around.
For Mia, that's her third foul. She's had a good quarter. Coach Graham couldn't afford to lose her to go to the bench. The ball comes in to Ellie Pierce. Out top now. Shot's going to be put up. Pierce's three a little bit long from the corner. Rebound on the weak side comes down to Tegan Ewings.
Pretty good defense that time by Houlton.
Good up fake. Olivia Henderson gets in the lane, can't get the shot to go, and the ball's going to be touched last out of bounds by the Red Riots.
Houlton's done a decent job here in the last few minutes getting to the offensive glass, maybe not securing the rebound, but causing Orono to hit it out of bounds, which is just as good, I guess.
Ewings looks to inbound, finds Mia Henderson right at the free throw line. Her shot up, no good, and the rebound in action, the ball will be tied up. Houlton has the arrow. That'll stop the clock with exactly 2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter.
They've had a couple great looks here. Chances to cut into the lead, they just haven't been able to knock down shots.
As the ball comes into Warman. Henderson back to Warman. Her jumper, left short, no good. Ball's on the floor, and Orono's going to keep possession. So it looked like it might be tied up with Pike on the floor, but instead the Red Riots keep it. And now a blocking foul will be called. That'll be Drew Warman picking up the foul.
Good ball pressure there. She just guessed wrong. Got a little bit of body. She had a lot of ball on the strip.
It's going to be foul number 2 on Drew as we see Izzy Baker come back into the game. Mary Kate Smith will head to the bench. Baker inbounds, and then Pierce loses it, and then Pierce commits a frustration foul.
Yeah, that's a bad one, because I think that's 3 on her. Live to fight another day on that one, Tim. You turn it over and don't have that giveaway foul where you're reaching around and comes back to haunt you.
And as you said, that is foul number 3. That's 14 fouls on Orono here in the second half. Ewings, dump down pass as Ardell, who just checked into the game, had an open look and then was fouled. That'll get Coach Donato up off the bench.
Pretty good high-low action there for Houlton.
5 team fouls now against Orono. Emma Ardell at the free throw line. And Emma is unable to make the first free throw, but she's got a second coming her way. Her team trailing by 6. Emma takes a couple dribbles and spins the ball. Her second free throw's up, and that too is off the mark, so an empty trip for the Shiretowners as Pike collected the board. LaBelle finds Baker. Brown is going to launch up a 3, no good, and rebound taken away by Mia Henderson.
Doing a lot better job on the defensive glass with Chloe Labrie on the bench.
Warman, she'll fire up a 3, and she's going to get her team back within 3. Drew Warman buries it from the left side. It's 43-40.
Nice kick by Olivia Henderson there.
After Orono had a 9-point lead, it's all the way down to a single possession. A blocking foul will be called.
It's going to be on Mia Henderson, I believe, Tim.
It wasn't intentional. She tried to get out of the way, but still her foot clipped the Orono offensive player. So for Mia, that's going to be foul number 4.
Tough break. She was just turning it on, like you said.
So Orono will have the ball out. 48 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Baker surveys the court, finally able to get the ball in. She finds Pike. LaBelle back to Baker. Izzy. Pierce. Ewings nearly picked up the foul.
It would have been 4 on her, too.
Brown gets by her defender. Good block, though, from behind. It's Emma Ardell. Olivia Henderson looks to drive. Pierce may have gotten away with a foul. Olivia Henderson lines up a 3 and ties the game up at 43. Here come the Shires.
5 threes in the game for Olivia. What a big game.
She's guarding LaBelle. Momentum has shifted as trying to split 2 defenders. Lauren Brown is steps through, and it's going to be a blocking foul called against Houlton.
Can't let him split those traps. If you're going to trap, you can't let him step through.
Worthley picks up the foul for Houlton. That's team foul number 5. That'll match how many that Orono has. As you'll see Morgan Graham check in for the final 6.2 seconds of the third quarter. See if Orono can design up a shot. As the ball comes into Pierce. This is back to Baker, back to Pierce. She's got an open look. That three-point attempt could not get the friendly roll, and we will head into the fourth quarter all knotted up. It's 43 apiece. Houlton and Orono don't go too far. We're in it for an exciting finish. Back in 60 seconds on WHOU.
Aroostook Limousines and Ace Rent-A-Car get you there in style. Aroostook Limousines has 8 and 12 passenger limousines and a 20 passenger party bus for evenings out, proms, weddings, birthdays, concerts, whatever the celebration. Travel anywhere in-state. And Ace Rent-A-Car specializes in insurance rentals and has locations in Presque Isle, Houlton, and Patton at Savage Paint and Body. Ace offers everything from compact cars to vans. Ace Rent-A-Car. We do it right and we make it easy. Reach both businesses at 768-7368.
County Ag and Turf Supply is at its new home on 7 Dow Siding Road in Caribou, offering the same great service. Randy and Jerry are working hard to supply the county with the best products. They offer Blue Seal Feed, Sentinel, Inspire, and Dynasty and Triple Crown for your equine, Home Fresh Extra Egg and Multi-Flock Pellets, and Crumples and Mealworm for your poultry, Entrust Pet Food for your cat or dog, Minerals for your beef and dairy. They have feed for all your livestock. County Ag and Turf Supply also has wood pellets, lubricants, and of course, Willow the Blue Seal Rabbit on the premises. Stop by County Ag and Turf Supply today.
Welcome you back to Alumni Gymnasium, getting ready for the fourth quarter. It's Houlton and Orono all tied up at 43. This ball will be tipped out of bounds by Rebecca Howe on the entry pass. So Orono will keep the basketball. This time they'll have it out along their own baseline.
Houlton's going to zone on the inbounds. Good D by Becca Howe there. Probably saved the layup, really.
With it, LaBelle. The Baker finds Pierce wide open on the weak side. Just could not get the shot to fall.
She had to come out from behind the backboard to line herself up. A little better pass there. It would have been a much easier shot.
Olivia Henderson works it around. Drew Warman. Now Worthley. Warman starts her drive, little contact, and they're going to say it's going to be an Orono basketball.
Yeah, people looking for, the officials got together on that one.
Not going to say any names, but I see an official up in the stands saying that it was deflected.
Yeah.
There is always a difference of opinions as the ball comes in.
There's different angles, and there's a travel.
Lauren Brown taking steps. So Houlton will have the ball, looking for their first lead in a very long time. Ewings tries to line up a three, no good. Rebound taken away by Pierce. She's going to find LaBelle.
She did a good job not getting tied up there.
And here comes Chloe Labrie up off the bench. As the momentum of this game, as we've got a whistle, momentum swung as soon as LaBelle went to the bench with her fourth foul. Coach Donato decided not to waste any more time. He's going to get her into the game as a foul will be committed on Abby Worthley. And a timeout's going to be taken from the Orono bench with 6:52 remaining in the fourth quarter. The score, 43-43. We'll be back in 30 seconds on WHOU.
Hello, this is Tony Bowers at Bowers Funeral, and we want to wish good luck to all area basketball teams, boys and girls, as you strive for the gold ball at the end of the season. We are proud to be a part of your communities and our family serving your family since 1900. Good luck, play hard, and above all, be good sportsmen.
Welcome back here on WHOU as the two teams break the huddle. This game's tied at 43 with 6:52 remaining here in the fourth quarter. It's going to be an Orono basketball. We'll see Izzy Baker look to inbound it here for the Red Riots, and probably the key there is Labrie entering back into the contest.
Boy, they almost turned it over, and they did turn it over.
Gorman's going to have a layup. So put it up over the front of the rim. Houlton is up by 2, their first lead since the first quarter.
Yeah, nice big play there by Drew Warman.
The momentum is really shifted as it's another turnover here for Orono. Warman. Worthley now. Feeds it to Ewings in the short corner. Howe tries to split 2 defenders, and it's going to be tipped, passed out of bounds by the Red Riots.
I like the aggressiveness, though, by Becca Howe there. Going hard to the basket, trying to draw some contact.
Worthley gets the ball in. Another three-pointer up by Olivia Henderson. Can't get it to fall, but at the offensive board, brought in by Worthley. Abby picks up her dribble, and now she needs some help, and Coach Graham is going to assist her as he'll call a timeout to save possession. 6:07 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Could be a 30-second break. We'll take it as well and be right back on WHOU.
We all know a Aroostook County winter isn't much fun, but it can be with the right equipment. Houlton Tire Company at 76 Myrna Street is your boss plow dealer and carries the King of Snow Aaron snowblowers. Full service department with parts in stock.
Steelstone Industries in Houlton is your location for gravel, salt, sand, paving, and plowing. Groundwork materials of all kinds and equipment to move it. We now offer heavy equipment and truck repair at our shop on 289 Station Road in New Limerick. Call Steelstone Industries at 532-2675.
We're back live here on WHOU. 6:07 remaining here in this contest. It's Houlton with a 2-point advantage. They're going to have the basketball. As Tegan Ewings has the ball come into her. Works around now, Warman. Back to Tegan, who switches sides. They're on the left side into Howe in the paint. Her shot no good. And rebound's going to be taken away here by the Red Riots.
The Red Riots have struggled scoring here lately.
Rebecca Howe with the steal, and then taken right back. Ball's going to be loose on the floor. LaBelle has it. Pierce. Inside they go. Labrie. Dump pass to Brown is stolen away by Ewings, who's got nowhere to go. She's going to find a teammate, Abby Worthley.
A little hectic there.
It sure was.
A couple seconds.
Ewings goes in the paint. Howe kicks it out. Worthley lines one up. Her three-pointer no good, and the tip from Ewings is going to keep the ball alive here for the Shiretowners.
There's been a lot of that this second half. Houlton's kind of done a number on the offensive glass versus Orono.
Howe out to Ewings. Warman can't get the three-pointer to go, and the ball's going to be touched last out of bounds by Labrie.
Again, though, having a hard time getting that defensive rebound. Orono is Houlton doing a nice job.
And you can hear Coach Donato from here asking for a timeout. It will be granted with 4:57 now remaining in the fourth quarter. His Orono Red Riots trail Houlton by 2. We'll be back in 1 minute on WHOU.
It's never too early to start planning for your future, whether that means protecting your family with life insurance, college planning, or starting to save for retirement. I want to help you get started.
Regardless of your age, it's important to start planning for your financial future now. And as you inch closer to retirement, it's important for you to protect your assets, your retirement income, and your family.
Thompson Hamel has many tools available to help you chart your course on your financial roadmap. Thompson Hamel, LLC. Your family, your future.
We all know that fresh new paint can quickly transform the look and feel of your home. Our trained staff can help you select the best paint and color for your mood and budget with our new Color Journeys color matching system. Best look paint and primer in one. It's easier than ever to do it yourself, and it means less time and money spent on the project. Make your personal color statement and go where the builders go for quality do-it-best paint at the best price. The S.W. Collins Company in Caribou, Presque Isle, Houlton, Lincoln, and Fort Kent.
Going to welcome you back to Alumni Gymnasium. Tim Tweedy, Rob Moran. We're in the fourth quarter. Just under 5 minutes remaining. It's a close one. Houlton leading Orono by 2 as Warman on the design play leaves the three-point attempt a little bit short. Orono will have the basketball.
Good look for Houlton. Just didn't knock down the shot.
The steal, though, as the ball was tipped from behind. LaBelle lost the handle. Nearly given right back. Baker stepped in the passing lane, but just couldn't come up with the ball. It's Henderson to Ewings, back to Warman. Again, over to Olivia. Lines up another three. It's been her afternoon.
Yeah, not the person you want to leave open if you're Orono. If you're going to play a two-guard front against three people, somebody is probably going to be open, and invariably it keeps ending up being Olivia Henderson. She's made them pay.
48-43 is the score now. The Shires are up by 5. Working the offensive glass. It's going to be Chloe Labrie putting the ball up and in.
Big play by Chloe there.
Get her team back within a possession. Again, it's going to be Henderson open. This time she's going to leave the three-pointer short. Not sure how that continues to happen. Both LaBelle on the other side for Orono and Olivia Henderson, the two marksmen for each team.
You got to
had
talk.
some really good looks.
People at top of that zone, you got to talk.
Steal. This is going to be Rebecca Howe. Becca uses a little Euro step, gets around her defender. She can't finish though. And now it's going to be a bump, a little hand check violation. Drew Warman, the guilty party, as Mia Henderson will get ready to check back into the game.
Going to send Alyssa LaBelle to the line. She's kind of had mixed success today, 2 for 4.
That is the 17th foul on Houlton here in the second half. We'll remind you at the conclusion of this one, we're going to take just a short break before we bring it back. There's going to be a JV boys game as the free throw is made. But as soon as that JV boys game is over, we'll come back to you live here from Alumni Gymnasium. We'll have the Houlton Orono boys. In the meantime, you can switch over to Woodland at Fort Kent, as the first game started at 2 o'clock up there, as we see a pair of made free throws by Alyssa LaBelle, bring this back to a 1-point ball game. It's 48-47, down to 3 minutes and 15 seconds now. Mia Henderson misses a shot in the lane.
Not a terrible shot, just didn't knock it down.
Orono, after a big Houlton push, can retake the lead. Baker, her shot from the baseline, no good as it rolled around the rim, and Mia Henderson clears the board.
I think if I'm Orono, I'm trying to get something inside to Chloe Labrie.
Warman out to Ewings. Worthley along the baseline.
Houlton's going to be deliberate here. You know, they don't need to shoot it. They're going to try to pull them out of that zone possibly.
Houlton, a good free throw shooting team. Warman.
Here they come. They're going man.
As we see Mia Henderson start a move in the lane. Her turnaround shot no good, but she drew contact. And that's going to be foul number 5 on Chloe Labrie as she lets us know.
Tough break for Orono.
So, for Labrie, that's going to be her 5th and disqualifying foul as Coach Donato looks to the bench, deciding who he wants to go with. He's going to call the number of Emerson Walston. Going to the free throw line will be Mia Henderson, as she's got a pair of free throws coming her way. Mia misses the first free throw.
That's a big blow to Orono, though. Take out their best scorer and the leading scorer on the day and their leading rebounder.
Mia makes a second free throw, so it's a 49-47 lead here for the Shire Towners. 2:15 now remaining on the clock. Brown tries a bounce pass. We wanted to find Pierce, but instead, quick hands of Tegan Ewings. Picks off the basketball.
Good rotation there by Tegan.
Olivia Henderson finds Mia. There's a nice bounce pass as Ewings all alone on the weak side lays it up and in. It's a 51-47 lead for Houlton.
Beautiful pass by Mia Henderson.
Less than 2 minutes left on the clock, and Coach Donato wants to take a timeout with 1:48 remaining here in the contest. The Shires with a 4-point lead. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back here on WHOU.
At the Maine Baseball Academy, our top priority is to create an experience of advanced learning and skill development for all ages. The YMCA Indoor Turf Facility has many resources that we use to our advantage while developing young athletes. Our top-tier coaching staff includes Director of Operations Ryan Lincoln and John Fry, Searsport District High School, Cody Collins, Bangor Christian Schools, and Cam Archer, Old Town High School. Follow us on Facebook at Maine Baseball Academy or call today for more information.
Back live here on WHOU with 1:48 remaining on the clock. It's going to be an Orono basketball. They trail by 4. Rob, what do you think Coach Donato was talking about in that timeout?
Get a good shot, and we'll let a little better job on the defensive end, keeping the ball in front of you. And there's a lob pass, long one. Good contest by Mia Henderson.
Looked like Brown was going to have an open look, but you're right. Henderson coming in doing a nice job making that shot tough. So Warman hands it off now. Olivia Henderson. Now a foul will be committed by Alyssa LaBelle. That's going to be the 7th team foul. That will stop the clock, and that will send Olivia Henderson to the free throw line for a 1-on-1 opportunity. Just the 2nd personal foul on LaBelle. Olivia's free throw is up and left short. Rebound's going to be taken away by Pierce of the Red Riots, who's going to then turn it over. Not really sure why you make that pass with 2 teammates standing right beside you, but
no, I agree.
Now another foul is going to be committed.
Tough break for Orono there. That's a major, big-time turnover.
This time we'll see Drew Warman go to the free throw line. Maybe the best free throw shooter on this Shires team.
Still lots of time left if you're Orono.
It was LaBelle picking up the foul.
We see that they had 34 points at halftime. Second half they've got 13, and that scoring situation has come back to bite them a little bit.
As there's a whistle, and I think the official thought maybe that Coach Graham wanted a timeout, but he indicated that he did not. He was just having a word with his player. Second free throw is up and good, and now Coach Graham will take a timeout. His team has a 6-point lead with 1:13 remaining here in the 4th quarter. It's a full timeout. We'll take it as well and be back in 60 seconds on WHOU.
White Smiles Family Dentistry realizes that life gets busy. We have locations in Presque Isle and Fort Fairfield to better accommodate your busy schedule. If you need to see a dentist but don't want to wait months for an appointment, then call White Smiles Family Dentistry. We are always accepting new patients and can accommodate you as quickly as possible. We offer the area's most complete dentistry, including implants, extractions, root canals, and implant retained dentures, which saves you from trips downstate or transfers to another dental office. Don't wait months to see your dentist. Call White Smiles Family Dentistry today.
For drivers from Patton to Bangor and everywhere in between, buying from Thornton Brothers is a rewarding experience.
At Affordable Plumbing, we buy all our vans through Thornton Brothers. Not only do they have excellent customer service, but I'm treated like family when I walk through the door.
Get a fresh start with great deals on select new 2019 and 2020 Ram trucks and vans during the Start Something New sales event. Thornton Brothers in Lincoln, your hometown dealer, wherever your hometown may be.
Welcome back here on WHOU with 1:12 remaining now in the contest. It's a 53-47 lead. Orono trails by 6. They've got the ball. Baker drives, puts it up off the glass and in. Tough shot.
Yep, keeps him in it. Nice play by Baker.
Houlton needs to get the ball up over midcourt and will. And Orono wastes no time committing a foul. Going to stop the clock at 50.4 seconds. So the foul is going to be committed by Emerson Walston, and at the free throw line for the final 1-on-1, it's going to be Olivia Henderson, and she's going to bury the first free throw.
And quite a game for her. That's 21 points on the day for Olivia. Not a ton of shots either. 21 points on maybe 12 shots, I'm going to guess.
It's 55-49 now, a 6-point lead for Houlton. We see LaBelle call for the screen. Shoot over the top of it and leave it well short. Houlton will get the ball back, and now, well, the officials are going to correct it and say that the ball was deflected.
Yep, got tipped.
So, Orono badly in need of a hoop. Baker gets the ball in. Finds LaBelle, back to Baker. Down to 35 seconds. LaBelle, a little space, puts up a three, no good. Rebound, though, taken away. Orono has it. Down to 20 seconds now. Riots have used up a lot of clock. That three-point attempt up, no good by Walston, and now Houlton has it.
Yeah, it's probably going to do it right there. Houlton's going to get 2 free throws out of this. Tegan Ewing, she knocks down a free throw. It's a 3-possession game.
There's only 13 seconds left on the clock.
Got to give it to Orono, though. They played well today. I mean, they took Houlton 3 quarters.
Right to
the
break.
The lead. Yeah.
Tegan Ewings buries a free throw. And that should seal it as that makes it a 3-possession game.
Solid game for Tegan today. This is 9 points, chance for 10 right here.
She makes a pair. 57-49. So the Shires will advance their record to 10-7. As we see LaBelle, that shot's going to be blocked by Warman. As you see Mia Henderson come up with the basketball. She'll just dribble things out. It's going to be the Shires picking up a hard-fought 57-49 victory over the Orono Red Riots. Don't go anywhere. Rob's going to have the Pat's Pizza post-game show. We will have it coming up, and he'll have a Pat's Pizza post-game guest when we come back in 1 minute on WHOU.
Excellence at ground level is what you get with J. McLaughlin Construction in Houlton. Founded in 2012, the company plans the construction of streets, residential areas, and commercial buildings, and they are involved in both public and private projects. Their high-quality work and many years of experience have earned them an excellent reputation and a loyal client base. Regardless of whether you need a detailed plan for a building or would like to build a road, J. McLaughlin Construction is your reliable partner for all your engineering needs. Call J. McLaughlin Construction at 532-6335 or 694-2546.
Be good for Nana, okay? I love you. That's nutmeg.
A moment like this is decades in the making. The County Federal Credit Union, partnering with you to achieve financial success so you can enjoy the moments that matter. CountyFCU.org.
I want to welcome you back here on WHOU as we are in the Pat's Pizza postgame show. Rob's made his way down courtside. He has found a couple senior guests. Rob, we'll turn it over to you.
Thanks, Tim. I'm over here with some excited Houlton girls. They convinced me to have all 4 of them be interviewed, and we only got 2 pizzas, so you're gonna spring for the other 2 pizzas. Tim Tweedy, it's on Tim Tweedy. Abby Worthley, Kennedy Buzzio, Sam Condon, Tegan Ewings. Girls, thanks a lot for being with us. Abby, I'm gonna start with you. I don't know what kind of game you expected today, but I thought Orono was a pretty good team. What was Coach saying to you going into the game?
We knew that they were going to come out and play tough because this would be a big win for them, especially going into like tourney time, and they need to get into the playoffs. So he knew that they were going to play hard no matter what.
So Kennedy, in the second quarter, for a while there, it looked like the Orono girls couldn't miss. They had 4 or 5 threes in that quarter. What's going through your head when that's going on?
I mean, it was scary. I didn't want to lose. Like,
you don't want to go out like
yeah, right.
Sam, I thought you had a pretty good first half. Had a nice pass for an and-one. Had a couple hoops. Yeah, I think Kennedy had the and-one. One thing I like about you just come in and do whatever you can to help the team. And is that kind of what your role is?
Yeah, I mean, I do whatever I can. I try to do whatever Coach asks. I do a lot of defense for him. I'm pretty defensive.
She's a little nervous. She doesn't like being on the radio. Tegan, you always seem to bring the fire. The ball's on the floor. You're usually the first one on it. Does that come from cross country? I don't think that probably comes from cross country, does it?
I think it comes more towards my dad, who's also very aggressive in basketball, so I get it from him.
Well, that's a good way to be. Well, listen, girls, congratulations on a great career. I think you guys have a couple trips to state championship games, and you're hopefully going to get a trip to Bangor. Let's go down to Stearns this week, try to get an upset, and then you don't even have to play a prelim game. That would be good. Great job, and I'll let you guys throw it back to Tweedy.
Back to Tweedy!
Tim, back to you.
Appreciate that, Rob. Congratulations to those kids on their senior day. They pull out a come-from-behind 57-49 victory over the Orono Red Riots. And for Houlton, again, they'll advance their record to 10-7. For Orono, they'll drop to 2-14. Looking ahead, as Rob just said, for Houlton, they got to turn right around and play again on Monday at Stearns, a game that they'll play at 7 o'clock. And for Orono, their next game is also on Monday. They will be hosting Foxcroft Academy. A really big game for Orono is, even though they've only won the 2 games, they can still get in. If they're able to pick up a win over Foxcroft, that's the team directly in front of them at number 12. That would give them a little bit of a chance to perhaps make it into the postseason. I'll allow Rob a second to total up the books here before we switch things off. And it's a busy weekend here, as always, on WHOU. Going on right now on the northern stream is going to be Woodland at Fort Kent, the boys and girls. First game started at 2. Second game will be starting at 3:30 or so. We've got another game coming up here in about an hour and a half, as it will be the Houlton Orono boys. That'll wrap things up for the weekend. On Monday, it's going to be the Gardner at Hampden girls at 6:30 p.m. The Fort Kent and Central Aroostook boys will get together and play on Monday at 7 p.m. And then Tuesday, MDI at the Herman boys at 7 p.m. and Presque Isle at the Houlton boys. We'll be covering that game at 2 as a 7 o'clock tip-off. Rob, have you had a chance to total up the scoring? Oh, sorry, let me turn you back on. There we go.
Turn me up here. Yes, absolutely. So let's start with Orono. They were led by Alyssa LaBelle. Excellent game for her, 16 points. Chloe Labrie, 15 points, and that was, when she got in foul trouble, that really changed the complexion of the game for Orono. She had 15 points and a bunch of rebounds. Izzy Baker with 7, Ellie Pierce with 6, Lauren Brown with 3, for their total of 49. The Shires were led by Olivia Henderson. Great job by Olivia. 22 points, and like I said, an efficient 22 points. 22 points on probably maybe 12 or 14 shots. Tegan Ewens had 10. Mia Henderson had 9. Drew Warman with 6. Sam Connon with 4. Becca Howe with 5. And Kennedy Buzzio with 2 for their total of 57.
It was a well-played game. Orono came out and really played well and gave Houlton everything they wanted in this one. But in the end, the Shiretowners will, again, advance their record to 10-7 with the win, Orono, and against Orono. And Orono will drop to 2-14. That'll wrap things up for game number 1. We want to thank our crew. Zach Weeks back on production. Aiden Johnson on the board. Chelsea Gentle on camera. Rob Miranda in color. I'm Tim Tweedy. Don't go too far, as in about an hour and a half we will have the Houlton Orono boys coming up. That is going to be a number 5 against number 11 seed, but you can almost throw those seeds out, as Orono boys, Rob, are playing really well right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Lost to MDI the other night. I got a chance to watch most of that game. They came out, went up 8-0, and MDI kind of chipped away at it and ended up getting the W. But big game for Orono and a big game for Houlton. Houlton's still in the running. I think we mentioned this before. They're in the running to not have to play a prelim game, and to have any chance at not having to play a prelim game, they're going to have to win out. They have to win today, and they have to win against Presque Isle. And those are 2 games that, I guess you could say they should win, but they're also 2 losable games. Presque Isle coming off a big win last week against MDI, and this Orono team, a pretty talented and certainly well-coached squad. So not going to be easy for Houlton, and they need to get both of them.
You're going to want to tune in for it, so we're going to step aside and take a short break, but we'll be back in an hour and a half here on WHOU.